All right, Ripple XRP holders, welcome back to the channel. So with XRP sitting at 61 cents, I want to talk about the main narratives in this video that are going to make millionaires and the top projects within those narratives, specifically one narrative that connects all of the narratives together. Because you guys have heard about artificial intelligence with ChatGPT coming out. We saw the AI altcoin boom. You guys see blockchain gaming getting talked about big time, decentralized finance. Well, there's one narrative that a lot of people know about, but not many people are talking about on how this narrative will connect them all together and drive this entire cryptocurrency bull run for virtually every single project. So this is the number one narrative that you need to know about to make millions. I became a millionaire before 30, and in crypto, I made millions in crypto by understanding this narrative and knowing how to leverage it to be able to trade altcoins, to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum for different altcoins. Because as you guys know, Bitcoin is the leader. It moves first, then Ethereum and all altcoins. In this bull run cycle, we actually saw other altcoins move before Ethereum, like Solana and Chainlink, and a lot of gaming projects as well too. Ethereum has yet to see a massive run like Bitcoin, and when Ethereum breaks out, we're going to start to see a lot of these other altcoins break out alongside XRP as well too. But XRP has been frustrating because we've been 944 days since the high of April of 2021 and currently sitting at 61 cents right now. If I were to go back to the bear market of December of 2017 all the way down to March of 2020, even if I measure 944 days, there's a couple scenarios that could take place based on what happened in the past for XRP. If we just measure from 944 days, scenario number one would look like this. XRP would break out, but it might not see the type of gains in the short term that a lot of these, gaming projects or artificial intelligence projects are seeing. So having a diversified portfolio is key, because what that allows you to do, if you believe in XRP and you want to accumulate more XRP, it allows you to generate revenue from other projects to stack up your portfolio with more XRP. Now, again, don't buy, don't sell anything I'm going to talk about in this video. It's not financial advice, all educational, informational purposes only. In fact, I have a mind map on what we're going to be talking about to share with you guys all of this information that you need to know, so that way you can position yourself accordingly. But scenario number two from 2017, we could go down further for XRP. We could see further price suppression, but if the price and they flip the switch, so to speak, with derivatives, with the banking system, with ISO 20022, when everything's ready and the payment rails are ready to go, then XRP could fly. That's why it's the largest position in my portfolio. But let me dive into everything else that you guys need to know, and that way you can be able to make money in this crypto market and understand more about crypto. So what is that narrative? Well, it's not only decentralized finance, but decentralized exchanges. And the reason why decentralized exchanges is the number one narrative is because it connects every single narrative. Decentralized exchanges are how you trade the gaming projects. It's how you trade the artificial intelligence projects. It's how you trade, all of these big projects. As you guys can see right here, AI and big data is on fire. BRC20 is on fire. Gaming's on fire. Obviously, FTX bankruptcy estate, with FTT token bouncing back. But there's a lot of decentralized exchange tokens. So in order for me to dive into which ones are going to be the most popular DeFi exchange tokens, the DEXs, right? Because you have a CEX, which is a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance, and then you have a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and some others. So I do want to dive into several projects, and then I'm going to share with you guys a micro cap project that I feel has that 100x potential that currently only has a market cap of $1 million. So the first thing that we need to talk about is blockchain networks, because there's several different types of blockchain networks, such as you got public blockchains, private blockchains, consortium, permission, smart contracts, privacy coins, enterprise, interoperability, DeFi, NFT, consensus mechanisms, and DAGs. And it can get complicated when you try and understand it all. You don't need to understand everything to make money. You just need to know which projects are going to be the leaders and the movers and the shakers of this bull run. For example, you got Bitcoin as the public blockchain. You have Ethereum. Then you got like BNB Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon. You even have like XRP, Cardano, Internet Computer. And so On this channel, when you subscribe, we're going to be talking about a lot of these projects and doing some deep dives into them and how they facilitate their utility in the blockchain space for the average everyday retail investor, then for institutional investors as well too. So if there's a specific project you want us to review on this channel, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. And if you want to see more detailed breakdowns like this, give this video a like. But the next thing we need to talk about is decentralized exchanges. Now there's different categories of decentralized exchanges that these projects can fall within, such as order books, automated market makers, DEX aggregators, cross-chain DEXs, layer 2s, synthetics, privacies, NFT marketplaces, delegated liquidity pools, futures DEX. I'm going to dive into each of these more specifically. But first and foremost, what is a decentralized exchange? It's known as DEXs, and they're peer-to-peer marketplaces where crypto traders make transactions directly without handing over management of their funds to an intermediary or custodian, where transactions are facilitated through the use of self-executing agreements written in code called smart contracts. And DEX were created to remove the requirement of any authority to oversee and authorize trades performed within a specific exchange. Decentralized exchanges, they allow for peer-to-peer trading of cryptocurrencies. And peer-to-peer refers to, a marketplace that links the buyers and the sellers of a specific crypto asset. They're usually non-custodial, which means you keep control of your wallet's private key. And a private key is a type of advanced encryption that enables you to access your crypto. It's the most important thing that you should never give away. So again, you guys are going to see a lot of spam comments below. We remove them every single day. There's thousands of them, but they try and get you to send your private keys, which you never want to do unless you want to lose your crypto. So you can immediately access your crypto balances after you log into a DEX with your private key. And you're not going to be required to submit any personal information like names or addresses, or a lot of these don't require KYC, which is know your customer. And so it's great for those who want to cherish their privacy. And it's also good for you to be able to protect your funds and control your funds and be your own bank. Because if you're trading on Coinbase or Binance, those are custodian services, meaning that they hold your private keys and they're in control of your crypto. So if they ever go bankrupt or they go insolvent, they could take your crypto and there's nothing that you could do about it. So when we look at the difference between decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges, well, centralized exchanges, their services can be compared to those offered by a bank, where banks, they keep clients' funds safe and provide security and surveillance, where banks have what's called FDIC insurance up to $250,000. Centralized exchanges, on the other hand, a lot of them aren't required to operate through FDIC, and they could just go insolvent at any moment, and they're not usually backed by the government. So that's why it's important for you to have self-custody over your crypto until, these centralized exchanges have some sort of backing to basically secure your income in case they go insolvent. And in contrast, decentralized exchanges allow you to trade directly from your wallet by interacting with the smart contract behind the platform. And if you're a trader, you can guard your funds, but you're also responsible for losing them if you make a mistake. And if you lose your private keys or you send funds to the wrong address, they can be gone forever. And the most popular decentralized exchanges have been built upon top of leading blockchains that support smart contracts. They're built on top of layer 1 protocols, meaning that they're built directly on the blockchain. The most popular DEXs are built on the Ethereum blockchain right now. And there are certain decentralized exchanges that if you connect your wallet to, it's prone to hackers where they can drain your wallet. So there are some pros and there are also some cons to decentralized exchanges, but listen to this.
And they sent an unmistakable message to crypto and DeFi companies: if you serve U.S. customers, you must obey U.S. law. Crypto assets may be advertised as borderless in nature, but the Department of Justice will enforce U.S. law across and throughout crypto markets.
So not only is the government trying to regulate crypto more, but there's also hackers there that are trying to take advantage of new investors in the crypto space. So that's why it's important to have a VPN so you can protect yourself from hackers and so you can have ultimate privacy. So our number one recommendation will be in the description below for NordVPN. You guys can go check that out. And it's number one in the space. You get access to this. It's basically going to secure your identity and your privacy while you surf the web. And if you're investing in crypto, if you're participating in DeFi, We'll leave our link in the description below. I believe they're still having a Black Friday special depending on when you're watching this video, but you'll be able to get a discount when you guys go through our link, and that helps support more value-based videos like this, because as always, we don't accept paid sponsorships, but we do earn a small percentage through the affiliate links if we do recommend a product that we believe in. So you guys can check that out in the description below through our link. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and that's going to be the #1 way to protect yourself against hackers if you're going to be trading on decentralized exchanges. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is decentralized exchange wallets, because when you have a specific blockchain network and a decentralized exchange on that blockchain network, you're going to need to connect a decentralized exchange wallet to be able to hold your crypto if you're going to be trading on a decentralized exchange. And the most popular are MetaMask, you got Trust Wallet, Wallet Connect, Coinbase Wallet, Uniswap Wallet, OKX, Phantom, Soulflare for specifically like Solana altcoins, and then Exodus. Now there are some others as well too. You guys can list your favorite below. The most popular is obviously MetaMask and Trust Wallet, and then there's some others that you can use if you're planning on like trading on Arbitrum or Solana or BNB chain. But MetaMask and Trust Wallet are going to be two of the most popular that you're going to use on a consistent basis. Now there's also cold storage wallets, because if you have your crypto on MetaMask, and MetaMask is a company, if they completely shut down and something happens, then your crypto could be gone there. Whereas Ledger or Trezor are the most popular cold storage wallets, where it's offline. You actually have, it looks like a little USB drive that you can plug into your computer and you control your crypto. So there's risks of keeping your crypto on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance if they ever shut down, which they're most likely not going to. But hey, if they ever decide to take your crypto at any moment like FTX, it could happen. And there's also risks of having a decentralized exchange wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet if those companies shut down or you get hacked if you're not using a VPN. So that's why cold storage wallets are super important. See, the way that I see it is if you plan on day trading crypto, you're going to use decentralized exchange wallets to store it. If you're going to hold your crypto for long term, you're going to use a cold storage wallet like Ledger or Trezor. I personally use Ledger. You can use either or. We'll leave our affiliate link below if you guys want to get a Ledger and support the channel. And we do earn a small percentage. I think it's like 10% or something like that. But I use Ledger. That's where I store my crypto that I'm holding long term. So XRP, I store on a Ledger, and I store, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other altcoins as well too. So let's dive into how decentralized exchanges work, and then talk about some of the top projects that are going to drive this narrative and absorb the majority of the liquidity that will make millionaires this bull run cycle. So decentralized exchanges, they're built on top of blockchain networks, and they support smart contracts where you keep custody of your funds, and every trade incurs a transaction fee along with a trading fee. So in essence, traders are interacting with these smart contracts on the blockchain to use decentralized exchanges. And there's really three main type of decentralized exchanges. Obviously, there's a list of a lot of different ones, but there's automated market makers, order book dexes, and dex aggregators, and all of them allow users to trade directly with each other through their smart contracts. So automated market makers are decentralized exchanges that use smart contracts to access liquidity issues. They draw inspiration from the CEO of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin's work on decentralized exchanges for Ethereum. Instead of traditional order matching, automated market makers rely on liquidity pools funded by users who earn transaction fees in return. And liquidity providers, they have to deposit an equal amount of both assets in a trading pair. For example, if they want to create a liquidity pool of like Ethereum to a stablecoin like USDT, there has to be a 1-to-1 ratio for that to work. And this is a process known as liquidity mining, where liquidity pools enable trustless and permissionless trading, with their success often measured by the total value locked in smart contracts. However, automated market makers, they're going to face challenges like slippage, which occurs when low liquidity leads to higher prices for larger orders. So you can't come into a project that has like a $1 million market cap with a $500,000 buy order and expect no slippage. You're going to have massive slippage, and you're going to have to pay a large fee for that. And this discourages wealthy traders from using these platforms, because you're only going to be able to trade with like a few $1,000s at a time until the liquidity pool grows to be able to support large buy orders. And liquidity providers, also encounter impermanent loss where the value of your deposited assets can fluctuate due to market volatility, and fees earned from trading can eventually, offset these losses. But these are some of the problems that automated market makers face. And that's why some people prefer order book dexes. They're like digital marketplaces where people buy and sell different cryptocurrencies, where they keep a list of what people want to buy and sell along with prices they're willing to pay. So there's two types of order book dexes, and that's on-chain and off-chain. And on-chain uses a public ledger, but your money stays in its own digital wallet. Whereas off-chain, they're faster and cheaper because they don't put everything on the blockchain. And you can also lend your money to others here and earn interest on that. And it's safer because you have a way to protect your money if someone loses a bet. And some popular example of order book dexes would be like Uniswap, SushiSwap, OX protocol, Balancer, and Loopring. And then DEX aggregators are platforms that help crypto traders find the best prices and execute their trades more efficiently. And they do this by connecting to various decentralized exchanges that use smart algorithms to aggregate liquidity from these exchanges. So imagine if you wanted to buy or sell a certain altcoin. So instead of going to just one exchange like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, well, you would use a DEX aggregator that checks multiple exchanges and finds the best deal for you with the lowest slippage. This way you get a better price for your trade, and your order is less likely to cause a big price change, which would be the slippage that you pay. And they also aim to prevent failed transactions as well too. So some of the most popular DEX aggregators would be, 1inch, Kyber Network, PancakeSwap, and then Matcha. And these DEX aggregators improve the trading experience for people that are interested in DeFi. So I know this can seem overwhelming, especially if I were to talk about all the others like futures dexes, delegated liquidity pools, all the NFT marketplaces, and different DEX features and privacy DEX and all that good stuff. But what I want to dive into is the top decentralized exchanges that I think are going to absorb the majority of the liquidity that you can't go wrong with if we see Bitcoin go up in value. See, this is contingent on Bitcoin performing well, because if Bitcoin doesn't perform well, then the rest of the market isn't going to perform well. And a lot of altcoins are going to get hit even harder than Bitcoin. So the first project that I want to talk about is Uniswap. Now, Uniswap is sitting at $6.17 with an all-time high of $42. It has a current market cap at $3.6 billion. But as you guys can see, Uniswap is the leader of the decentralized exchanges, and it's on Ethereum, but it also supports, BNB Smart Chain. You got Polygon, Sora, Avalanche, Solana, Terra Classic, Arbitrum, Near Protocol, among many others. So for the health of the entire decentralized exchange industry, Uniswap will be the main leader. And as you guys can see, over the past 7 days, it's up 19%. That should tell you something, because people will use Uniswap to trade a lot of these DeFi altcoins, a lot of the gaming altcoins, a lot of the artificial intelligence altcoins. And to know if it's listed on Uniswap, if you are on any specific project on CoinMarketCap, you simply go to markets and you will see, most of the centralized exchanges, a lot of these projects are listed on, but they are also on decentralized exchanges as well too. And you'll see Uniswap V2 for the majority of them. So if I go to Uniswap right here, it looks like this, right? They have the swap, the tokens, the NFTs, the pools, but you have to connect a wallet first and foremost to use the platform to swap between certain tokens. And you also have to load your wallet with Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be the main altcoin that's used on MetaMask or Wallet Connect or Coinbase or Uniswap's wallet. So the most popular that I recommend is MetaMask. Now, if you guys want to see a tutorial on how to use MetaMask and all the details on MetaMask, then like this video and I'll film that and I'll put that together for you guys. But this is more of a broad overarching view and then showing you which altcoins I believe are going to succeed. But you would connect your MetaMask, and that allows you to trade different altcoins and store it in your MetaMask. So you guys will see a list of all of the altcoins on Uniswap when you scroll down, or you can just type the name of one. So if I wanted to trade, let's say, Ethereum to Uni, to buy some Uniswap, I would just select Uniswap. I would select the amount of Ethereum that I would want to trade. Let's say if I put 1 after I connected my MetaMask wallet, and it would show me the amount of Uniswap that I would receive. Now you see this little drop down tab right here. When I click that, it'll show me the price impact, which is the impact your trade has on the market price of this pool. So whether you're gaining a percentage or you're losing a percentage, and then you have the max slippage, and it shows on the auto of 0.5%. Now, a lot of the times, this is where it gets really ninja if you're trading smaller market cap projects, because a lot of these projects in their smart contract have a certain amount of slippage that they do based on buy or sell fees. So a lot of the time their fees for these smaller projects are like 5% buy tax or a 5% sell tax, meaning that if you're planning on putting in $1,000 into a lower market cap project and they have a 10% buy tax, well, then you would have to pay $100 tax to the developers that goes into their smart contract and then gets distributed based on their white paper on whatever they have, or if you have a sell tax on that. So you have to be very aware on what those buy taxes and sell taxes are. Otherwise, your order won't go through on these decentralized exchanges. And so a lot of the bigger projects with larger liquidity pools are going to have lower slippage because the price doesn't fluctuate as much because there's just more money in the liquidity pool. You're also going to see the fee and then the network cost. Now, the big issue with Ethereum that a lot of people don't like, and the reason why they're moving over to Solana, is the network cost and the gas fees are absolutely insane. You know, if you're planning on spending only $100 in a project, but the gas fee is $20 to buy the project, and then you're going to sell it for, let's say you make a 50% gain and then you have to pay another $20 gas fee. Well, you would lose $40, you know, out of your 150 bucks. So you'd only make $10 instead of $50. So that's why Ethereum has some big issues. And that's why people are moving over to other exchanges and other altcoins. And so that's why another project we're going to look at is Thorchain or Rune. But first, let's look at Uniswap's chart and let's see what we spot here, because we can see this descending resistance from the all-time high of roughly $44. It just broke out and it's currently sitting at $6.19. So the next stop for Uniswap, if we continue to push to the upside with Bitcoin, is going to be roughly at $13.60, which acted as support back from the 24th of May of 2021 until the 22nd of December. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So for 8 months, it really was the support. And then it's going to be the main resistance to watch next, which is about 122% away from where we are right now. That'll be the next major stop for Uniswap. From the all-time high, it's about 645% away from the all-time high, which is about a 6 to 7x for this project. So if you're looking for some safe, you know, reliable gains in the decentralized exchange space, then Uniswap is a good project to hold. But if you're looking for some, you know, more degenerate gains where you could see the 20x, 50x, or 100x, watch all the way to the end of this video, and I'll share with you guys some projects. Again, don't buy them, don't sell them. I'm just going to bring you the news about them, and what you choose to do is up to you. But another main mover is Thorchain or Rune. This project is sitting at a $1.7 billion market cap, and it's up right now. I mean, this thing has rallied since the end of October from $1.60 to over $5.30 right now, for a good reason, because people are tired of Ethereum and they want to trade other altcoins with less gas fees. So this is a cross-chain lending, saving, where you can swap, borrow, and earn with native assets powered by Rune. And so if you go on their platform, you can see integrate, swap, earn, borrow, ecosystem, Rune, and then you see the price and then their social media handles. And if you guys want to access all of these links, simply go to coinmarketcap.com. In the upper right, type the project that you want. And on the left-hand side, you can just scroll down and you'll see the official links for the website, the white paper, and their social media as well too, along with the tokenomics. And the tokenomics for this project has a total supply of 483 million in circulation. 337 million is in circulation right now, which is a pretty good ratio. You know, you want to see the majority of the total supply or the max supply in circulation to know that there won't be that much price suppression. But this project, when the bull market is on, this project rallies hard, and when the bear market's happening, it falls hard too. So this is a little bit riskier, but on Thorchain, you guys can see, you know, on the connect feature, which wallets it connects to on all these exchanges. And Thorchain does Wallet Connect, Trust Wallet, Rainbow, Trust Browser, MetaMask, and some others that I don't use. I don't use Kepler, XDeFi, but MetaMask, most popular. And the chains you can select, you select Thorchain, Avalanche, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Smart Chain, Cosmos, Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And so you can select which one you want to swap within. And how you know which one of these altcoins, when you're swapping an altcoin on Thorchain or on Uniswap, on which chain they allow, you simply scroll down to the project, and you scroll down on the left-hand side of the project, and you'll see the contracts, and you just hover over more, and you'll see that it's on Ethereum, it's on BNB Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, Solana. So the more chains that these projects are cross-bridged on, the more liquidity that allows for the project to succeed. That's why you see Uniswap with the largest market cap in the decentralized exchange token category at $3.6 billion. But this project is going to explode when the bull market's on, because people are going to use it across every single, decentralized exchange. And Uniswap's their main token for this specific exchange. So that's why Uniswap would perform well. But let's continue. Thorchain, great project. From the all-time high though, it's 296% away. So that's a 3x. So this project, I'm not buying Rune right now. I'm keeping it on my radar, but it's broken out big time from 90 cents in August of 2023. So this chart right here is a telltale sign of what's coming to the rest of these projects. And one project to watch for that's big alongside Uniswap is PancakeSwap. Now, PancakeSwap, though, only has a market cap of $548 billion. And PancakeSwap is major for the Binance Smart Chain projects. And you can see the all-time high for this project is at $42, guys. So it's sitting at $2.33. The circulating supply is 235 million. The total supply is 389 million. And if we go to PancakeSwap.finance and you can click on the swap, there's also liquidity, perpetual, the bridge, to be able to bridge the Binance Smart Chain. There's lots of different bridges that you can use. I'll make a video of my #1 recommendation. Again, if you guys like this video and you want to see that, really depending on how much support this video gets will determine if I know that you guys are even interested in this stuff. But to understand how to, bridge or connect to the Binance Smart Chain, you have to have BNB to use PancakeSwap on this specific chain of the BNB Smart Chain. But you can see Ethereum, Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, OPBNB, and then Aptos. But all you do is you connect your wallet, you choose the wallet, you can see MetaMask. Using MetaMask for Uniswap and PancakeSwap is the most popular, but you can also use Coinbase, Trust Wallet, Wallet Connect, Brave Wallet, and then click more in Math Wallet. And then they have some others as well too that are smaller that I don't personally recommend. I just recommend MetaMask. MetaMask is the best for this. If we're looking at the chart for Cake sitting at $2.32, the next stop would be $5.36, which was the resistance of November of 2022. It also acted as support on the 15th of March of 2022, and so how far we are from there is about 130%. So that's a, 1.3x. Actually, that's a 2.3x. If we were to get real specific on that, to the all-time high, we're about 2,000%, guys, close to a 2,000%. So close to a 20x, like 19 to 20x back to $46. So that's why I believe something like PancakeSwap has better upside than something like a Rune or Uniswap right now, because the market cap is only $548 million. And so I do think this will be in the billions of dollars over the course of this bull run, because as you guys saw in April of 2021, what happened? Well, imagine when billions of dollars flow into gaming altcoins, into artificial intelligence altcoins, into virtually every category that are trading on PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. And so, BNB or Binance is the centralized exchange, but then PancakeSwap is like the main one for those of you that want to trade the smaller altcoins that aren't necessarily listed on Binance. So Cake is the main token, like Uniswap is to the Uniswap trading platform. Another one is 1inch. Okay, 1inch is sitting at 35 cents right now with an all-time high of over $7.40. It has a market cap of $370 million. The circulating supply is about 1 million, a little over, actually 1 billion, and the total supply is 1.5 billion. So a large chunk of the total supply is already in circulation. And if we look at 1inch, we hover over more. It's on Ethereum, BNB Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Near Protocol, and Gnosis as well too. And then if we go to 1inch.io, it's a one-stop access to decentralized finance, and the liquidity sources, they have 478. The total volume has been over $407 billion. Total wallets, 11 million plus. Total trades, 63.9 million. With the chart sitting at 0.3555, right now, away from the all-time high, it's about a 20x, a 2,000% from the all-time high. But the next stop is going to be within this range right here. So about a 50% to 100%. So roughly 50 cents to 70 cents for this project. Because as you guys can see, when you see long periods of consolidation within ranges, this is going to be major zones where there's going to be sell orders in as people catch their profits that, have bought either down here at 23 cents or that bought right here during the bear market that have just been sitting at a loss right now if they bought at 50 cents and the price is currently at 35 cents. But if Bitcoin does well, if trading happens within the altcoins, the gaming, the artificial intelligence, these other major categories, then I expect 1inch to do very well. And a 20x to the all-time high, the upside for this project is massive. Now, another project that has massive upside to the all-time high is SushiSwap. SushiSwap's market cap is only at $276 million. The circulating supply, this is great, guys, is 92% of the max supply. That is amazing. So we want to see as close to 100% of the max supply in circulation as possible, because if it's not, then the more that gets released into circulation, the more price suppression we will see. And so if you take the equation of a price prediction of $22, you would multiply that by the current circulating supply or the future circulating supply, depending on the token vesting schedule that goes into circulation, to identify what the market cap would need to be. So to simplify that for you, because I know it might be a little overwhelming listening to all this in one video, but if I were to take the price prediction of the all-time high of $22, for just to get back to that, I take $22 and I multiply that by the circulating supply. Now let's just do this for example purposes only. Let's say all of these tokens are in circulation, so the max supply. We would take 22 and we would multiply that by 250, 250 million tokens. That would need a market cap of roughly $5.5 billion to get back to the all-time high for SushiSwap. Now, if $5 to $10 trillion comes into this industry over the next 2 to 3 years, by the end of 2025, what do you guys think that money is going to be flowing through? Decentralized exchanges, right? So SushiSwap would be a large project to keep on your radar to watch. And I don't see why it couldn't get back to its all-time high. I mean, this project right here, when you connect your wallet, connects to MetaMask, Ledger, Wallet Connect, Coinbase Wallet, and then Gnosis Safe as well too. It shows a price of $1.19. And how far away are we from the all-time high? We're 1,900%, so a 19x. So SushiSwap, you see 1inch and PancakeSwap all being like a 19 to 20x away from the all-time high. That tells you something. Plus, we're seeing a breakout from this descending resistance right here. So the next stop for SushiSwap for resistance would be roughly at $2.70, which was support back in March of 2020. So if Bitcoin sees like God candle popping up and Bitcoin goes between $45,000 to $50,000, I would expect the decentralized exchange tokens to absolutely crush, see one final blow off top, and then leading into Bitcoin's having correcting, coming down, some sort of consolidation pattern. And then if Bitcoin continues to push higher and we don't go into some recession or depression or some economic calamity, then the market's to push higher. But even if we did go into some economic calamity like COVID part 2 or some sort of pandemic, then the Fed would most likely step in and Jerome Powell would go burr on the money printer to push more money back in to save the banks, to save the economy. And ultimately, that money would go into the crypto asset class, because blockchain's obviously the future. Now, let's get into some smaller market cap projects that are going to do well, and I'll explain why. One of these projects is Radium, or RAY. Now again, don't buy or don't sell these projects because smaller market cap can be riskier, but this is a main Solana exchange, right? It's also on BNB Smart Chain, but it's on Solana right here. It's at a $91 million market cap. The circulating supply, not the best based on the max supply. The max supply is 55 million. The circulating supply is 242 million, but that can be offset with a low market cap. See, if a project has already billions of dollars in market cap and then the circulating supply is less than 50%, that's not that good, because, it'd take a lot of money to move the project. Whereas this one, a few $100 million, could 2, 3, 4, 5x this project rather than needing a few $1 billion. And the all-time high for this is at $16.48. So if I were to pull out the calculator, and let's just say around $17, multiply that by the circulating supply of 242.7 million tokens, it would need a market cap of $4 billion to go to $17. Now, when we look at the chart, how far away is that from where we are right now? We're sitting at 37 cents. That's a 4,451% away. So that's a 44x to get back to the previous all-time high for a project like Radium. Now, what would cause a project like this to go back to the all-time high? Well, it would be the Solana ecosystem leading this bull run. As you guys know, Solana was the main one that just broke out recently because of the fees and the gas fees on Ethereum. And people looking for the next Ethereum killer, and Solana is that main project. I think this bull run will be massive for Solana. It will be massive for Radium. You can see the total value locked is over 72, almost $73 million that's staked away. The total trading volume is over $56 billion. In this project right here, you can trade, earn yield through fees and yield farms. There's pools providing liquidity for any SLP tokens. And Radium's order book AMM interacts with OpenBook's central limit order book, which means that pools have access to all order flows and liquidity on OpenBook and vice versa. And what's going to happen this bull run is gaming tokens are going to be one of the main leaders, specifically gaming tokens on Solana. So when we click launch app on their website, it takes us over to the swap. You would need to connect your wallet. And so you can connect MetaMask or Phantom wallet. Now Phantom is more recommended for an exchange like this. There's also Solflare, Taurus, Wallet Connect, and Ledger, but Phantom is one of the most popular. Now in order to be able to use Phantom wallet with Radium to get Solana on your Phantom wallet, because Phantom wallet is similar to like MetaMask or Trust wallet, but it allows you to trade Solana altcoins, is you would have to use a bridge like portalbridge.com, and you can bridge between Solana and Ethereum or vice versa. You just click this little button in the middle, and so you're going to source from Ethereum to Solana. You simply click connect and you connect your MetaMask wallet. That's why if you don't have MetaMask yet, all you need to do is go on Google, type in MetaMask plugin. You want to do this on Google Chrome. See, if you're using Internet Explorer or Firefox, get rid of those. Use Google Chrome, it's the best. And you can see the MetaMask plugin that has 15 million users, as a 3.2 star. You add it to your plugins, and then you could pin it at the top. And then you can simply connect your MetaMask wallet and bridge Ethereum over to Solana to be able to use the Radium swap. Now, the reason why Radium is so down from its all-time high is because obviously we just went through a bear market, and it can be complicated to figure out how to go on ramp, from a centralized exchange onto MetaMask. You'd have to send the Ethereum, then you have to bridge it, and then you have to swap it. Then you have to use Solana or Ethereum on Solana in order to trade into these other altcoins. So it can be complicated, but again, the early movers and shakers are the ones that make the most money. So those that are willing to learn and those that are willing to jump through a few hoops in order to be able to do this are the ones that make the most money. Because if this project goes back to the all-time high, that's a 45x, meaning that if you had $1,000 in a project like Radium, it goes back to $17, you would make like $43,000, $44,000. Now, there are no guarantees. Obviously, it's risky, but if the bull run does well, then I would expect Radium to do well. Another project is GMX. Now, GMX is sitting at $473 million, and it's on Avalanche and also Arbitrum. And so the chart looking pretty healthy, continuously in an uptrend. The all-time high is at $89 for a project like this. The total supply is 9.5 million tokens. The circulating supply is 9.2 million. It's got a good amount of volume in the past 24 hours of $14 million. GMX trades on Binance, on KuCoin, on Kraken, on Trader Joe, HTX, Bybit, and then a bunch of other decentralized exchanges. And the reason why GMX is gaining popularity is because it's a decentralized perpetual exchange where you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, and other top cryptos with up to 50x leverage. Now, leverage trading is very risky, but people that understand what they're doing are able to make a massive amount of money through leverage trading. And you see the total trading volume is $149 billion. Now, obviously that calculates in the amount of leverage trading as well too, but the total users is climbing on this platform. It's 347,000 users. So I expect GMX to be a massive mover and shaker for this bull run too, because it allows traders to enter and exit positions with minimal spread and low price impact. And it's also an aggregate of high quality price feeds, which determine when liquidations occur. This keeps positions safe from temporary wicks. And it's currently live on Arbitrum and Avalanche. Now, as you guys know, Solana and Avalanche started moving massively, and then Arbitrum is another great project as well too. And they have 3 tokens that create their ecosystem. There's GMX, GM, and GLP, where GMX is the utility in the governance token, and it accrues 30% and 27% of V1 and V2 markets, generating fees respectively. And then GM is the liquidity provider token for GMX's V2 markets. It accrues 63% of the V2 markets generated fees. And then GLP is the liquidity provider token for GMX V1 markets, and it accrues 70% of the V1 markets generated fees. So the main token is GMX. And if we look at the chart sitting at $51, compared to the all-time high for this project, it's about 77% away. But don't let this fool you. This chart is relatively new. In this bull run, it really has yet to see the massive amount of money that could come into this project, because you can see this chart only goes back to October of 2022. So it didn't even see the 2021 bull run. So leading into 2025, I believe this project is going to absolutely crush past the all-time high. I mean, if we just draw from the high of April of 2023, a full extension for this project would be $300. So it's sitting at $50 right now, and I don't see why that wouldn't be possible with a market cap of only $473 million. Now, another project that's somewhat similar to GMX, but it's a newer project that had a fair launch is Equation. This is EQU. It's currently sitting at $15.80. In this chart, when I click on all, it's in an uptrend right now. So this project is doing well. It's on Arbitrum, so it's relatively new. That's why when you click on markets, you only see like Uniswap, V3, and then like Dodo on Arbitrum. So you have to bridge over to Arbitrum in order to even be able to trade this project. But this is very high risk, very high reward, because the market cap of this project is only at $1 million. So to go to $50 million, that's a 50x for this project. To go to $100 million, that's 100x. So when you're looking for projects with that 50 to 100x potential, this could be one of those projects. Now, a thing to watch out for though is obviously when you have a project with this low market cap, the trading volume is going to be low, which creates massive price fluctuations. As you can see, 38% with only $54,000 coming in. When you look at something like GMX, $14 million over the past 24 hours, and it's down 0.67% compared to how much it needs. And so this is where the big money's made, guys, in plays like this. But this is also where you could lose a lot of money. So you don't come into a project like this and invest more than you can afford to lose, because this project could very well drop down to a $500,000 market cap relatively quickly in a matter of like a week or two, or even less than that. But it could go up very quickly. So it depends on what your risk tolerance is. That's why I never, risk more than 1% of my portfolio in projects like this. But, sometimes the 1% risk could make up the majority of your portfolio over 6 to 12 months if something like this does well. And so what is Equation? Well, it's the next generation of decentralized perpetual exchanges, where leverage trading, guys, made up the last crypto bull run, in the crypto bull run in 2017. So decentralized perpetual leverage trading, up to 200x leverage. So this is even riskier, but at the same time too, I could see this drawing a lot of degens over to a project like this. Up to 200x leverage, no sign up or deposit required. You guys can check their white paper, but the total trading volume so far, $394 million. Now, obviously that's counting with the 200x leverage, similar to how GMX, on their website, it shows total trading volume 149 billion. This project has 394 million, but it's counting the leverage trades, whereas open interest is 77 million, leverage liquidity 562 million. And if you scroll down here, you can see that they did a fair launch, and EQU is the native token of Equation with a max supply of 10 million, and 100% of which is generated through position mining, liquidity mining, referral mining, and rewards to community users. And the initial daily emission of EQU is 10,000. This figure can be adjusted via their DAO, but not to exceed 10,000. And as you guys can see, the self-reported, this is one issue I see with this project, is they need to fix the circulating supply, because the max supply is 10 million, but it says the recorded circulating supply is 70,000. So that's only 0.7% of the max supply, which is not that good. So that could be an error because it's new to CoinMarketCap. As you can see right here, it just got listed on CoinMarketCap beginning in November. So it's been less than a month. And so there might be some things that they need to API and connect properly. But the roadmap, so the testnet was launched in September, the mainnet was launched in October, and they did a fair launch. And then by November, position mining, and their plans for December is their DAO governance. And then leading into 2024, we'll see what this project does. But when we go to equation.trade, you can see that you can long Ethereum, you could short Ethereum, and you can choose which other, trading pair you'd want to long or short: Bitcoin, Solana, Arbitrum, Optimism, Matic, AVAX, Chainlink, and then they're probably adding a bunch of others. But you can see right here, if I wanted to pay 1,000 USDT, and if I did the full amount of leverage, you can slide the leverage from 1x to 200x. That'd be a position size of 87 Ethereum. Now, if you don't know what you're doing and you're using 200x leverage, you could get absolutely wrecked. But if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money as well too. So I could see a project like this gaining some traction if they succeed as a team. If we go on their Twitter, they have 38,000 followers. They posted this November 10th. So they're active on Twitter, had 2,600 likes, 5,900 comments 8 hours ago. Their position mining is still in full swing, and get your chance to have a try with high APR around 200%. And that obviously will decrease as more liquidity comes to their market cap. And they just unveiled their partnership with Yearn together. And they keep announcing these massive partnerships. Delighted to share a partnership with Evil Kong's NFTs. That was November 25th, November 24th. They just posted their weekly report. So they're active almost every single day. They're doing Twitter spaces. So if this project continues to make partnerships, guys, continues to, get the right people backing it and all that good stuff, I don't see why this project, by the first looks of this, right? When you go and you look at their website and you do a deep dive into this without even looking at the market cap, you would think that this project would have, I believe, like $100 million to a $500 million market cap, similar to like GMX, maybe not that large, maybe 50 million to 150 million, but for $1 million market cap, come on. I mean, like, I don't see why this project couldn't do very well. Now, again, don't buy it. Do your own research. You'd obviously have to bridge over to Arbitrum. And so you guys need to do some research on that. I can make a separate video on, how that works with Arbitrum. But looking at the price chart right now, this project's just in an uptrend. I mean, it's an all-time high right now, but it's only at a $1 million market cap. The liquidity is 500,000. That's great. That's great liquidity. If a project only had like a $20,000 liquidity pool, that's not good. But 50% of the market cap is in the liquidity pool. That's massive, guys. So again, I like to put full disclaimers. Don't buy, don't sell this project. Yes, I actually do hold some of this, but it's a very, very small amount, guys, because, hey, it could do well. It could absolutely flop. We don't know. That's crypto. But either way, I believe crypto gaming, decentralized exchanges are going to facilitate all of the crypto gaming tokens. And then the bigger ones are obviously going to be on centralized exchanges. But for those of you guys that are excited about DeFi and you want to see the top gaming tokens that are going to be traded on these decentralized exchanges, then make sure to check out the video that I made 9 days ago. It's called the top 5 crypto gaming tokens that will make millionaires. And I talk about the best Web3 gaming cryptos that large investors are buying now that have massive room to run. And some of these projects are already on the run right now. I mean, one of them I talked about, I'll let you watch that video. You guys can check that out in the link in the description below, or just subscribe to the channel and go take a look. And if you want to see a list of all of our top projects and see these videos before they get pushed in the YouTube algorithm, then make sure you plug into our free Telegram group by going to bullrunners.com, where you can discover the top cryptocurrency gems and proven strategies to make money online without any previous trading experience. And you can get that first, because by the time these videos are recorded, edited, published, and distributed through the algorithm, it's most likely too late, and the information, it's not necessarily outdated, but these markets move so fast that you want to get a jump on the gun. So just go to bullrunners.com, enter in your best email address. It's free to subscribe to our video newsletter. You get breaking news updates right away, and you also get to plug into our Telegram group, and we will notify you guys first when we launch our financial education platform. That's coming soon, and we're excited to reveal that to the public. So I appreciate you guys. As always, we're backing up our truck all the way to the bank. We're grabbing the bags, we're packing them and stacking them, leaving no bags left behind, because the spending power of the dollar continues to go down in value. That's a fact based on inflation, blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, decentralized exchange tokens, and crypto is going up in interest. That's the truth. And together, you know where we're going. We're going camping on the beaches of the moon. I will see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. As always, stay bullish.